Hello, welcome back to another video of my new series on what books are hard to find in high grades. Um, Last videos when I pulled out the DC Super Spectacular 100, there's another book that is in the same series, but it's not. As I mentioned in the previous video, the way DC publish those DC Spectacular with this and the numbering system, it make no sense to me. This I think is number 8. Okay, if you look at the previous video, I show 4 and 6, but I believe this is issue 8. But at the same time, it is Batman 238. Okay, this is another square bound books. Also have both the front and the back with the arts. So whenever you have the back that is not white with the ads, that added to the difficulty of finding high grades, because there's always a lot of scuffing and rubbing on the back of the covers. So at the end of the video, I will show you this book. This is a pretty nice looking book, but it's definitely not 9.8 or even 9.6. And this is another copy that I do not believe exists in 9.8. Crazy hard book to find in high grades, even 9.4 or 9.6, let alone 9.8. Okay, next on the list of really tough Batman. I pulled out a bunch of Batman books for this video. The problem with Batman, I believe, in the early 70s and late 60s, or because it's Batman, because it's always dark, the covers tend to be non-white. Okay, so whenever you have covers that are black, brown, blue, anything that does not have a lot of white, then it's always more prone for those darker covers to be damaged compared to having covers that have a lot of white. That's just my opinion on why Batman books in the early 70s are so hard to find, because many of them, from distribution alone, poor handling already damaged a lot of them. The next issue that is very hard to find in 9.8, I'm not sure, I put down a piece of paper somewhere, but I will put a link to this video. But 217, okay, this book here, 217, Batman 217, only one copy exists in 9.8. Okay, so it's a fairly difficult book to find in ultra high grades. I have a pretty decent copy, so I will show that too at the end of the video. In fact, I will show all the books that I show in this video will be shown at the end. The next one that is killer hard to find in high grades is 229. This one, the way the dark cover is, you can barely see the number of the book. Okay, it's almost hard to see. And then the 15 cents, but this dark cover is beautiful, and once again, it is a book that does not exist in 9.8. Okay, last but not least for this video is Batman 224. I love these covers, absolutely gorgeous. All Neal Adams. Once again, very tough book to find, and there are one 9.8 copy out there, but even to find a 9.6 copy is not easy. Okay, so now that you have seen all 4 books, Let me take the camera down and give you the close-up Nick Wu view, okay? Okay, so here we are looking at my Batman 238. This one has beautiful corners, look at that. An edge. Something that's very hard to find. There's a spine ding right there. And then there's a tiny little flex there at the covers, but look at that edge and corners. Beautiful, okay? I will point out what's wrong with this book in a second. So at first glance, let's look. Not bad, okay? Little slightly blunted, very slight. Very often the back cover of this book is really bad for many books that I saw. So just look at how beautiful this is, okay? The back cover is 9.4-ish, right? Okay, let me show you the flaw of this book. Look at this. Okay, on his thighs. There's a bunch of, like I said, discoloration. At first when I bought this book, I thought even right here, this little dot right here, it's not grease or anything like that. But there are a bunch of discoloration on the covers that I don't know what the heck caused that, but after I examined the book for a while, I realized what it was. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, this little triangle shape on his thighs. There you go. Basically what happened was, when through production, they are stacking the books on top of each other and the ink was not completely dry. That's what happened. Okay, you see ink loss here and here. That little dot right there. So another copy that was above this left the ink right there. Things that, I'm not sure how CGC will deduct as far as grade wise, but structure wise, if you overlook the flaw that I pointed out with the inking transfer, the ink transfer, that this book probably has a structure of 9.4 for square bound. Okay, look at that. Look how beautiful the spine is. Gorgeous. Okay, next one. 217. This book is gorgeous. Look at that razor sharp corner. And the spine. Beautiful. Perfect centering. I would say this book is a 9.6. I can't remember why I don't think it was a 9.8. I remember when I bought it, I didn't think that it has what it takes to be a 9.8, but as you can see, pretty sharp looking book. Here's my copy of 229. I have, I think, 4 copies of this book, and this is the best shaped one I have. The rest are mid grades or low grades, but the sad thing about this book is, as you can see, often the spine of this book, especially when it's well centered like this, would be so dinged up. The brown would be all damaged, but not bad, right? Let me show you what's the one killer flaws. Right there. There's a light thumb crease that kills me. I remember buying this book, and once it was in my hand, I was so bummed out that if this thing didn't exist, you could look at an easy 9.6 easy. But with that right there, this is a 9.0. The back cover is really nice. Nothing major there. Last but not least, here we go. 224. Beautiful copy. Look at that. Gorgeous book. Until next time. Bye.